As we go to the forecast right now, we have a look from one of our viewers. We appreciate it. It's why we asked for these. A video of those fat flakes falling from the snow. I don't mean to say fat flakes. That probably offended them. They're large flakes. There we go. Sent from Chris Brown in Taylorsville. Some good flurries across the area, though.
They're beautiful.
They are.
They're
That's right.
fabulous
I shouldn't
flakes.
say that. I take it back.
No, I mean, they're juicy. I like to see it, Brad.
Yeah, it was pretty out there. Now, the road issues this morning were because it made it look like the roads were fine, and that's always when you run into problems with black ice. It's when you have clear roads and then an icy bridge because you're getting up to full speed, and that's a concern. And even tonight, for some of these areas where there might be a little bit of shaded spots during the day where the snow hung on and melted a little bit, anything that looks wet tonight, just count on it being snow. Now, I had a lot of questions today about the trace we got in Charlotte. There was much more to the north. What is a trace of snow? Well, it's interesting. Snow is only measured to the nearest tenth of an inch. So when you get any snowfall that doesn't get up to that tenth of an inch threshold, it's considered a trace. Now for rain, the lowest measurement of rainfall is 1/100th of an inch. So if we don't see rain that it gets in the rain gauge and gets to that amount, it's considered a trace. So the threshold for rain is really, really low. But for snow, it's actually pretty beefy when you think about it. You could actually have snow on the ground, but it doesn't get to a tenth of an inch of depth, and it doesn't count as measurable snow. It's just a trace. So, and by the way, liquid equivalent, that's the same. It's a 10-to-1 ratio. So kind of interesting that we had that trace in Charlotte, but areas north actually had accumulating snow. And for most areas, this was the first chance for any snow in almost 2 years. It's just been a long stretch long stretch of winter weather without any measurable snowfall. Now tonight, it's not about the snow, it's the cold. We are going to see at least 12 hours, maybe longer, of below freezing temperatures. That's a hard freeze, and that will work over any exposed pipes out there. So just if you have your hose hooked up, disconnect it, because ice forming in the hose will actually work its way back into your house. So just disconnect it if you can. Try to cover up those spigots out there, because these are the coldest lows we've had so far, and all of them have been 5 days in a row with the coldest air of the season. We're going to be even colder tonight. Now tomorrow, nice turnaround. Full sunshine, we should be back near 50. Another front's heading our way, and it's going to bring some wind. We've got a high wind watch up, which is probably going to be upgraded to a high wind warning for wind gusts that could be near 60 miles per hour with the front. And this is problematic because of all the tree damage from Helene. So we've got a lot of what was referred to as widowmakers for loggers. You got trees leaning on other trees in the woods. Some of those can get blown down, and then loose branches around could fall down as well. So just be on guard. We could see scattered power outages with some of that wind. Typically, we get a lot of wind like this. It's normal in the winter, but with the tree damage, could be some impacts up there in the mountains. With this front right there arriving early Thursday and then pushing back out to the east and bringing another surge of cold air. In fact, this dip in the jet stream will drop us back into the 40s for highs for Friday into Saturday, but then Sunday into Monday, look at that little bubble. That's a little ridge of high pressure. That's going to warm us back up into the 60s. There is a chance of some cooler air behind that, but it looks like the warming trend is going to continue into next week. But tomorrow, certainly a cool day, but not as cold as today. I think we could be back near 40 because of that southwest wind ahead of the front. So temperatures near 50 across the Unifor region, maybe some low 50s showing up tomorrow with southwest winds, but don't let that fool you. The Guy Roofing 7-day forecast, we drop back into the 40s for Friday into Saturday. And look at those morning lows. Teens could be around again Saturday morning, but next week on your 10-day forecast, look at that. The 60s return, and maybe even mid-60s. That will be close to 10 degrees above average by this time next week.
Wow, a wild ride there. Brad, thank you.